Hi, this is Max again. I'm here today. I'm going to show you what I use to make some of the organic soil base. Now I use 4 ingredients to make this organic soil base. The first ingredient is the peat moss. And the peat moss you can find anywhere. This is available anywhere, so this is readily available. Now if you're doing organic, just a reminder, on these packages you need to look for this OMRI Lego right here. This is for Organic Materials Review Institute. And those guys certify that this product is organic. So if you're doing organic, that'll help you to just ensure that you have organic products. The next thing I try to get is some type of a mulch that's organic. Now I like this Kellogg's brand. For me, it's just convenient to buy because the local stores carry this on there. In your area, they may carry this, or they may carry something else similar to it. But all you're looking for in this mulch is just something that's fine, just something so it's not going to be big and bulky, so that the seeds can't push up out of it. So that's the second product. Now, if I was going to transplant a seedling into a bigger container, I'd probably use something like this mulch. This mulch is also Kellogg's brand, but it's thicker. It's not as fine. It's more a coarse material. Okay, the third ingredient that I use is perlite. And perlite is just this fluffy white stuff. It's also readily available, and vermiculite works just as good. We happen to have a perlite mine here in town, so it's easy for me to get this and buy it. This is made from pumice. They just put it in a furnace around 1100 degrees and it pops like a popcorn kernel would in your microwave. The fourth ingredient that I use is just plain old sand on here, just a natural play sand, and this is almost like a rock dust. It's a sand, but it's like a rock dust where you have different minerals that are in this sand, and as over time, and it takes years, but over time these minerals will erode slowly away and they'll go in an ion form so the root hairs can pull them up. So the ratios that I use I do equal parts of the peat moss and equal parts of the potting mix, the mulch there. So I just get a container about like this. I pour that mulch, that finer grain material in there. The next part I want to put in is the perlite, and you can see I don't put as much. I put about maybe half, maybe a little over half of the peat moss ratio to the perlite. So I do that next, and with this being a flat container, I just do it in layers so it's easier for me to mix up, so I don't have a big pocket of material on this side and another pocket over here. And I put in my peat moss. Your peat moss, make sure you're kind of breaking this up if there's any clumps in it. But just kind of get a level area here like this. Then I take the sand, I just sprinkle the sand on here. Not only does the sand have the minerals, but in my case, my soil's a little clayish, so I add the sand to kind of help make it so it's not so clay. If you got really sandy soil, you probably don't want to use sand. And then from here, all I do is I just kind of turn this in. Now since I did it in layers, I can just kind of start just weaving this in. It mixes it pretty good, and then I'm pretty well done with it mixed in. The last thing I need to do is just add some water to it to make sure that it's all moist. Usually add a little bit of water. You want it so. See, this is too dry because it crumbles apart, but if you put water in, so you squoze it in your hand and it held together and you didn't have any water dripping out of there, that'd be the right moisture. The sand, I just use an extra large. On the quantity of that, I just use 1 or 2 of these extra large soda pop cans that you can get in any gas station that you go in. But kind of look at it. If it looks like it has enough sand in there to your liking, do it. If you want to put in a little bit more, it's probably best to don't try to put too much of the sand in, but just put a little bit in. If it's consistent and in there, then you got a good product. Anyway, that's how I make this. If I have those 3 products, and typically I can buy those 3 products a lot cheaper than I can buy some pre-made bags, and so it works out really nice for me. I do quite a bit of the seed starting, so it's cheaper for me to go this route instead of trying to do pre-packaged containers. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Otherwise, thank you for watching my channel, and please subscribe.